Well, welcome, my beautiful wanderers. Let's take a soft breath together and let the day just like melt away. Today we reset, receive, and listen to what Spirit has for us. I'm gonna let the day melt away. I haven't had much going on today. I've just been working on the live, making sure everything's gonna work fine, type thing. But so yeah, I'm sorry I had a gobstopper in my mouth. I've been addicted to gobstoppers lately. Okay. So should we before we go to Sophie, should we pull a card to see what the group, what as a collective, what Spirit wants for us? Let's do that. I think it's a good opening up thing. It's fine. Okay, Sophie. Yeah, I see. Yeah, allowing yourself to be caught up in the solicitor. Yeah, that's hard. Sure, I can add you peaceful healers. I can do that. No problem. And then we'll do a quick collective, just a card for the collective. Oh, the A just wants to keep on going. A, like, A. Or yes, it is the best candy ever made. It is. And I don't know, guess I like it even more because it was in one of my favorite movies, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The original with Gene Wilder. That's the best. Even though I do like Johnny Depp. That version was not very well. This is where you can really get me on going on a tangent here. But gobstoppers are amazing. And I could only get them on I can't get them in the store. I can only get them on Amazon, but so I have to buy 12 boxes at once. And oh, okay, Aaron. And I have to buy 12 boxes at once. But if you buy 12 boxes at once, it's a deal because they're $18 for 12 boxes. So that's less than $2 a box. So, but then that means I have a lot of gobstoppers. Yeah, they're not as big as they used to be. Here, let me get them. Yeah, they're not as big as they used to be. See, so this is my gobstoppers. They're this big. So they're very small. But I gotta put them over there, otherwise I'll just end up. Hey, Heather, how you doing? Oh, I missed you too. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I know. It seems like a long time because it was since Tuesday, so it's been a while. Okay. Oh, forgot. You guys can't see TikTok, so I'm gonna get TikTok on there. Sorry about that. I'm talking to Heather, and everybody's like, who's she talking to? Sure, Heather, I can put you on the list. No problem. Let me get live going. Yeah, they must have thought her mouth shrunk. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh, you're watching your Niners. Yeah, gotta watch the Niners. Okay. So first off, we're just doing we're gonna do just a quick collective. And then we will start reading Sophie here. All right. At least I think I'm doing the collective right now. Hi, Julia. Aw, this is great. So this is the collective message. And it says, Spirit healers, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Spirit healers and helpers are with you. So, okay, opening up the live, that's what they said. Spirit healers and helpers are with you. So I feel like they are with all of us. They're just letting you know that. So that's pretty straightforward. It's a good collective. All right. Julia, do you want to go on the list? Sure. All right. Julia. Okay. Does this sound okay in TikTok land? Or should I be able to hear? No problem. Should be able to hear the music. All right. So Sophie. Okay, good. Thank you. I mean, I could like stop and then listen to it and all that. It's just like, no. Okay, Caitlin. Sorry. You don't hear music? Oh, huh. Yeah, you know, it might be because I have it so low. I do have it pretty low. You'll hear it now. Maybe. Now you're hearing. Okay. I'll put you on the list in a minute, Caitlin. I'm gonna give a reading to Sophie and then I'll open up the list after. Okay. Chilly music. Yeah, it was pretty low before. Okay, so we'll see what Spirit has to say to Sophie. Okay. So Sophie, it says it's okay to ask for guidance when the path is unclear. It's always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. So I feel like for you, Sophie, you know, that if you want, I don't know, you know, some people say they can't meditate or shut down their mind, but it's not shutting down your mind completely, but maybe just closing your eyes and allowing yourself not to think for a bit. You know, if you have thoughts, just let them go by as clouds and kind of allow whatever Spirit wants to say to you about whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be about the will or, but if you, they'll guide you. The thing is, they'll guide you. They won't tell you what to do though. Oh, I froze again? Oh no. Ah. Well. Weird. Am I okay now? I like cut off all the internet to my family, so they can't see me. They can't do any internet, which is pretty hilarious. So I like I have this app that I like. My son, he's like, I can't do this. I'm like, okay, I'll give you a little bit more megabytes, I guess. You can't upload anything. I got things handled, I think, but I don't know. It's pretty funny. You're okay now. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just on your end. It says streaming fine on here. So, I don't know. Okay. So, Sophie. It's always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. But, that's what the card says. So, I don't know how far you got. So, oh, you said you heard nothing. So, what it is, they'll guide you, but they're not going to tell you what to do. And sorry, I was thinking of something else. So they'll guide you but so the whole meditation thing is like, you know, I'm not sure how you meditate, but if you do meditate or even just shut down just allow like no music or anything and just allow yourself to just think and feel, not allow yourself not to think for a bit and close your eyes. And if you get thoughts, just allow them go by like clouds. And then don't put a thought to them or why am I thinking that or try to go deeper into whatever it is. You just allow it to pass like you would pass a cloud, like a cloud would pass by. Don't like think about what it is. Okay, so you have been doing that. Okay. Okay, the spiritual response is probably more so just let whatever happen. It's meant for your higher good, right? I mean, it's like, it's whatever happens, happens. I don't think you have as much of, I mean, you can reach out and explain your case, but I don't think you have a lot of legal discourse to like try to change anything. It's more of just standing up for yourself. And I think that's what doing that is probably just more of trying to is just standing up for yourself. I don't think there's going to be as much of a changing of the whole thing. And she says that's how she meditates. Makes sense. Okay. So you are getting the guidance that way, but yeah, they're never going to tell you what to do. I just, yeah. I think it's just following your intuition, and I think it's more so what this whole thing is trying to get you to stand up for yourself and make these people realize, but they're not going to really what I mean is they're not going to really realize whatever you do. It's up to them to feel. Your brother's not going to change. It's more so for you. It's not for anybody else. You're not going to be able to change anybody else. It's more for you to stand up for yourself and for what's right. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, all is well. Yeah, you have no power to do that. It's up to him. Yeah. And it's putting that out there and telling them what had happened and what you think happened. There's no proof that you have. It's just, but it's letting that known to the people that have the will. Yeah. So it as long as you express that. But all in all is well. I mean, like, if anything, I think what they're saying is, in your heart, you know what happened. The green. So it's all is well. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't get the money and the inheritance, but you learned about people, it's like you learned about the true thing about your sibling, your brother, and you can take that and hold that. As hard as that hurts, you can now look at him for, who he is. I think these things, the death in a family does cause death in the family system and cause people to do horrible things or really great things. I mean, this is where people really shine, or they can really show who their true colors, and it's sad. But at least now you can go through your life and be thankful that you learned it quick and you didn't have to, have to deal with him, but it's all for your own sanity and your own, that you don't, not to concentrate too hard on it, because it's his, there's nothing you can do to change him. He's got to do that on his own. So, well, thank you, Sophie. Yeah. And take care of yourself. Like Leah said. Yeah. Yeah. Not to, yeah, I'm sure he can. I think it's just, like I said, things just, sometimes there's things that darkness come out sometimes. Grief can do a lot. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Grief can change how people are. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sophie. Our heart goes out to you. And, you know, just stand up for yourself. I think that's mostly what this is all about, you know. Showing that you have value, and that you, in proving it, you know, saying I'm not proving it, but expressing that outward to the universe and saying, hey, you know, I'm here. I'm, you know. So, all right. Properties. Okay, so we have Leah. And I put Caitlin down. Caitlin? Caitlin, yeah. Please. Yeah, death can bring death. Yep. Yeah. That's sad, because it's, you know, the death of the brother you knew, right? So, or the family that was once there, you know, it's all the energy shifts and changes, and yeah. Okay. I'll leave Spirit's love with you. What'd you say, Caitlin? Oh, okay. Well, Caitlin, you can always come back. Hey, Amy. Okay, if you're not here, I won't read for you, Caitlin. But if you are, you can always come back. Just, you know. And I will. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sophie says she was weary of doing so and responding to the letter. I think what might be... I'm going to take off that, because I think a lot of the... This is green, I think. What's this mean? Okay. Yeah, have you stand up. Weary of doing so and responding to the letter, and you will. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Caitlin. Yeah, just, you know, if you follow, and then next time, if I'm on every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you follow and want to, that's always good. Hey, Joanne. And then I can always see you next time. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sophie. Okay. Wow. All right. Leah, trust. I feel like this is more trusting in yourself and your own messages and your own intuition, and trusting that they are coming from Spirit, and well, and your higher self, Leah. So I feel like you are feeling like you are feels like a more of an energetic, like higher frequency, like feeling. I always hate saying like higher frequency in that. I mean, it's the best way I can explain it. Just you're not in the fear or the lower vibrational feelings as much. I feel like you've been bringing yourself, you know, I mean, we're human, we all feel those, but what I mean is you're not guided by that as much, as more so with the higher vibrational, your intuition, your higher self. And oh, you need to trust the universe with heart too? Well, yeah. Well, I feel like if you do, you're gonna. I feel like you know when you are. Yeah. Is there sometimes that you attribute things to the universe that really aren't from the universe, and you think that they're I mean, I think sometimes some people say, oh, that you think more of a karmic thing. Are you feeling like sometimes that you feel like the universe is, I don't want to say punishing, but kind of doing certain things to give you a lesson, and you're like, oh, that's the universe putting me in my place. I feel like that sometimes we attribute the universe to that, but that's ourselves. That's our own wounds that are doing that, not the universe, because we're putting that out in the universe. You know what I mean? It's not because the universe isn't doing it because they want to. It's doing it because you're telling it to, the manifesting of your own universe, right? So in that aspect, it's hard to trust the universe if you're doing stuff. If that's how you're feeling. Thanks, Joanne. Nice to see you. Oh, you lost me? Oh, weird. Yeah, I'm not having it on here. Okay. So what I was asking is this, the trust in the universe. You said it's hard to, but is it because of sometimes when what you attribute to the universe is part of is negative, like, oh, they're teaching me a lesson here, blah blah. It's more so the universe not doing it to you. It's because because of your own mindset of how your unconscious mindset sometimes that is what you're manifesting into the universe, not the universe doing it to you per se. But because sometimes people will think, oh, they're putting me in my place, or they're trying to show me this, but sometimes it's not that. It's more so because you already have that conditioning to feel like that should be done to you already. Hi, Joanne. So when you say, yeah, you need to trust the universe, but it's hard to. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Thanks for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. I did have a lovely Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good week. I didn't respond to your email yet because I've been busy with the kids. The kids left. Oh, I pulled it again. Trust. So yeah. So it's really wanting you just to trust yourself and the them, Leah. I feel like it's. I don't know if you understood that, but oh, and then there's fear. There's a fear of doing it. Like I was saying, sometimes it's that conditioning of, you feel like you're not worthy enough or something, feeling like, like they're going to give you something that you're going to have to deal with because, yeah, you hear me. Yeah. So, it's just stepping past your fear and allowing that to kind of go. Sometimes the me too, Yvonne. Sometimes just feeling, when you feel down too, it's hard to look to the light, I think, as well. So, well, they want you to trust. Definitely, because they pulled it twice. So I'll leave their love with you, Leah. I think it's a lot to do with just. I feel like sometimes we do feel like we don't deserve certain things, and so we attribute to some hardships being from the universe to prove to us that we don't. And but I'm not saying just for you, Leo, not, but you know, sometimes we do that. I don't know if and I'm sorry if this thing is like all janky. I don't know why it would be. Let's see if I can see what's going on. I don't think it's. All right. All right. I don't know if you said something. I was looking. You're welcome. Oops. I don't know. I accidentally like clicked on these. I don't know what it's doing. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna start like highlighting things. Okay. You're welcome, Leah. Thanks for coming. All right. Let's see. Dawn, if you're still here. Sorry that Facebook seems to be having issues. Does it keep on buffering? Weird. Let me see. I will change. It's weird because it's fine on my end. It says streaming. Usually it will tell me if it's something's wrong, but which is odd. So yeah, I'll watch it on this and see what happens here. Okay. All right. So I usually don't have any of that buffering. Okay. Because it will tell me if there's an error, but then I see you guys leaving. Oh yeah, it says waiting for video signal. Interesting. All right. Well, let me see what's going on. I will check. See what's going on the interwebs here. On the interwebs. It's weird, right? Maybe, once it starts doing that, maybe. Yeah, now it says sending data. Okay. If anything, I'll have to come back on video. Yeah. We will go. I'm already on now. Okay. Well, I will go off of this. I'm going to stop streaming on there. And I will go back to settings. It's always fun. Always fun. I might have to... oh, because... Okay. I have to stop the virtual camera for a second. Interworld. My new world. No, Facebook doesn't like me, does it? Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the virtual camera for a second. You're gonna get to see nothing. Sorry. And then we're gonna go and I'm gonna make this a 30. So it's 30 FPS. Now I'll go like this. Hey, I'm back. Now I'll do this. And I'll see what happens. Interwebs. Yes, the interwebs. The interwebs. And then I'll cancel that, and then I gotta go back, and nobody like, you know, I was thinking, I gotta, I have to see what I can do here. I have to go back. I'm sorry, guys. Somebody should, like, do some, like, magic or something while I'm doing this. Somebody entertain. I'm kidding. All right. Oops, your OBS has crashed. Yes, it has. Okay. Ah ha ha. Yes. Okay, I'm going into... Okay. Sorry, guys. We're in safe mode. Then... It crashed. Why'd you crash? I'm still here. Oh, you know what? Now, because I did it this way, it might not even work well. I don't know. It's fine. It'll work fine. If not, we'll just do TikTok. And TikTok always is like, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Error. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. Everybody's like, Angie's crazy. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Hi, Bronze. Everybody's okay. We're gonna now just click everybody back on here. Everybody's back, and then we'll go to whoever's next. I forget who's next, but it's on the board somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Okay, Dawn. She's on Facebook, I think. Of course, I think it's still having issues. No, it's sending data to places. Crazy is fun, so it's okay. Yeah, it is. It's. I'm glad you guys. You're my type of people. It's what. I have a gaming channel that I'm all about the chaos, so it's that's what happens. I haven't done anything on that one though. In a bit. Because of this issues of this stuff. You lost me on YouTube? I know, I'm sorry. I'm going back on. Something was going on, so I changed it. But it's not happy on YouTube at all. It's like still sending data for some reason. All right. Okay. All right, Peace for Healers. All right. I don't know about anybody. Let's see. Thank you. We got TikTok here, and we got YouTube is... Oh my god. It's like I have issues with Restream or something. Alright, we're just gonna have to go off of all those. We're just not gonna worry about it. We'll stop streaming on there. Sorry, everyone on Facebook. Okay. We're just gonna stay on TikTok. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, even though it's actually like not as good of a signal. But if anything, I could try just to do it on Facebook and not TikTok or YouTube and see what happens. But it gets distracting when everybody's like, it's not working, it's not working. And I'm like, I know, I don't know, I'm trying. I've limited my son from everything. He can't even, he's playing Roblox, so it's not like he's limited that much, but I do have it. Okay, it's sending it. All right, so who's next? Aaron, you're next. You're on here. Thanks for the follow. Oh, yeah. Facebook has had issues starting up. Okay. Yeah, because before it wasn't any of them. It was... I don't think YouTube... Was YouTube having any issues, Aaron? When you were on it? Or did it just, like, cut off? Was it buffering or doing any of that fun stuff? Oh, it was? It was having issues? Okay. So it wasn't just... Yeah. Now it says it's just unable to connect. So we're just gonna not... Yeah. We're just not gonna worry about streaming to them. Okay. I think it... We'll just worry about it. I'll have to write everybody's hurt at Facebook right now. Oh, she left us. It's a YouTube party. I mean, it's a TikTok party. That's all it is. All right. Aaron, here we go. We'll figure out some other time. Oh, write it down. I feel like there's things that you want to do. feel like there's a lot going on. Yeah, where am I again? That's what I felt like. Aaron, there's a lot of things you want to, I think you just write, they want you to just write it down. I feel like also just write down your thoughts, whatever you're trying to figure out as well. I just feel like there's a need to just work it out. I have to find this. I always am listening or watching stuff, and I don't know where it was said. It felt like it was like a TED Talk, but it was like somebody had just taken a bit of it or something. But the lady was talking about how the reason why we don't just think everything and figure things out, we actually have to speak it, is because when you're speaking, you're actually then, there's the way we speak it out. We can't just think it and have the epiphany all the time. It has to be spoken out sometimes to actually have an understanding, so you can say it to somebody else and they say it back. And you know, that discussion type feeling, it does help. Okay, yeah. And sometimes talking to somebody else, that will help. Fine tune it, yeah. What is this thing? Okay. Okay. And then also, when they say pray, but I think it's just more of, well, pray is manifesting. So like putting things out into the universe for what you want. Affirmations. Right? Oh, I totally took that off too. Sorry. I'm not putting it back on, don't worry. But I'm just like, I put it back on the Social Stream Ninja, so it'll go back on. Many ideas, but I feel like I'm missing something at times. Okay. That could also be a fear of missing, in like, well, what if I miss it? You know, what would really happen? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Justina. Good to see you too. Oh, yeah. And then there's always, they're really trying to guide you here, Aaron. It says there is always a solution. So I feel like they're just, even when you don't feel like there is one will come. And it's not, sometimes it's not because of you having to figure it out. Sometimes it just happens. And I think it's understanding not everything is under your control sometimes, and allowing some of the times it just to kind of, I don't know, filter out, sometimes the reason why maybe the things haven't come yet as clearly is because things have to happen for you to have more of that awareness. Yeah, that surrender. Yeah, surrender. Yeah. I heard about a sibling. I don't know. Well, sometimes when I hear, so I felt like somebody said sibling. Well, if you have a parent in spirit, because sometimes I'll hear the word sibling and then I'll say, oh, this must be in spirit, but then it ends up being the parent, the one that's, I feel like a parent I feel like it's a mom. I feel like a mom in spirit might be a grandma, because sometimes grandmas can feel like moms. But I don't know if something's going on with your sibling, or you're having an issue with your sibling. Aaron. But okay. Because I feel like there's like, they're talking about your sibling. I just feel like you guys don't see eye to eye, or she doesn't. I feel like it's a she. Brother. Yeah, I feel like she's saying that you guys don't see eye to eye, though. Okay. Is it, yeah. It's just, I feel like there's like, just an idea of like, you could say the sky is blue, and then they would swear it was a different color. Like, it's like, it's just arguing for the sake of arguing sometimes. I just don't think they have a good feeling about life in general. Sometimes I feel like they feel like it's like everything's a chore. I feel like they just make a lot of what's going on in their life more about the struggle and woe is me type thing. I don't not as much pity, but just like, look at all that I'm having to do. I feel like this is coming from well, I said your mom, grandma. She's showing me a bunch of flowers. I feel like she would have had a bunch of like a big, huge flower bed full of flowers. It doesn't seem like they're very organized, but she's showing me a bunch of flowers. That is how he is. Okay. Yeah. She's showing me a bunch of flowers, like a big flower bed. It looks like wildflowers. Just the beauty of it. I feel like she's really highlighting but I feel like it's because of the beauty of life. I do feel like she has a lot of, like, a smile was mostly on her face when she was alive. I don't think there was a time where you would feel like she would have been angry at you. And if you can pinpoint one, it would have been like, it was a very rare. She just makes me feel, what I'm seeing her in is like a dress. More of like a floral dress, but it's not like got any ruffles or anything. It seems very, like it would be more like sleeves here, like a collar, and like a floral, but not like like a lot of flowers around her. But I get the feeling of a lot of flowers around her in general when you. But I feel like she's just expressing more so like, oh, that's how she frequently appears. Okay. I think she's really expressing like just to stay like kind of like arm's length, and feel like she's just like, just keep him, not, I mean, like there's times where you do have to put a blanket over him, like kind of like to hide him from your view, like I feel, but he's there. I think there's just times just to put a, and not to allow that energy. I'm not saying she says to cut him off, but at the same time that when to put that shield up. Thanksgiving. Okay. Yeah. Keep it under. Yeah, I imagine. Okay. Yeah. So I think she's just like, just keep him arm's length. Don't let him. I feel like the flowers, don't let him. like trample on your flowers, you know? I don't, I feel like she passed away more so from a lot of things, like little things all at once. Do you feel like I don't know if this is you or her, but I feel like my back kind of hurts, and also like the lower back, and I also feel just my chest. So I feel like there was just like fluid on the lungs. There was like the heart was having issues. I feel like maybe your kidneys started going a little bit. I feel like a lot of, yeah. So I feel like, okay, she was 96. Yeah, Justina, I could put you on. So yeah, so there was a lot just all kind of failing all at once. Oh, most of your family hates that you're a medium. Well, I feel like it's well, I feel like I don't know if the most of the family is feeling like the way your brother feels, but I feel like sometimes people like to like blame something, right? And if you have like a different idea of death and understanding of what you know is actually what I believe or you believe, then it's hard to like then blame something. You could then have to blame yourself. So I think sometimes that is, you know, yeah, I'll put you on, Justina. I'll put you on after this reading here. There's a list on the board. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So, some people just want to feel and keep in that. They don't want to because there is the work that needs to be done, and if you don't want to do it, you can, you know, you don't want to then have that. So, oh, you're welcome, Justina. Sorry, I read it that you wanted to hear your reading. Okay. So, Erin, thank you. I'm gonna see what she wants to give you from Spirit. It's like I'm seeing like a little go-kart. I don't know if it's a figure or if it's a real one, but it does have like thin wheels, like not tire wheels, but more like plastic wheels. And it looks like I say a go-kart because it's not motorized, I don't think. It's more of one that just has a number on the like hood, you know, but it's red. So that's what she's giving me to give you from Spirit. It reminds me like, I don't want to say Speed Racer, but kind of, you know, like Speed Racer they have engines in there, but this is like, it's more rudimentary of a go-kart, I guess. You had one when you were little. Okay. Yeah. So she's giving that to you. Okay. Well, I'll leave Spirit with you, Erin. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And handling and coming and following me to TikTok, even though of all, thank you. Even with all this mess with this internets. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. All right. And good luck with your brother. Yeah, I know the thing. I know the drill. How fun. All right, Heather. You're here, you're here. Did I put Julia down? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, I took her. All right, I gotta put Justina down. Sorry, Justina. Okay. All right. Let's see. What should we do today? I'm gonna get, whoa! I really want to make sure I caught that. Okay. Things are flying at me. Alright. Intuitive whispers. That's what I want. Alrighty. Are they winning? Are they winning, Heather? Oh, yay! Congratulations. It's always exciting. Okay. One next step. One next step. So, I just feel like the path to whatever, I feel like there's just all I have is this feeling of like this straight road, like there's no other way for you to go, and all it is now you're just set. You're set. I feel like you're just set now. It's like seeing the end of the finish line, right? I feel like there is this feeling of relief, though, because of that. Hey Lisa, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Move your body to move your emotion. So I feel like I feel like there's not much more for you to do. I feel like there's something that you've been doing, but it's like nothing much more you can do with it. It's just like, it's now just getting to the finish line with it. So it's like, so if you're feeling anxious or upset about something, it's more of the emotion that's stuck inside you. It has nothing to do with what's happening around you, because there's nothing that you, on the outside, that you can do. So it's whatever's inside that is happening, Heather. So I don't know if... Sorry, they're making me do that thing. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. They're not, like, with stuff like that, they're not telling me exactly that's all I'm feeling. It's a feeling I have. So I don't know, it did feel like there was like your dad in spirit. Is your brother, is that his dad too? It makes me feel like he didn't know him as well. Oh, thank you, Lisa. As much as you did. It makes me feel like they weren't as close. Like he didn't really know him as much. Like, did he leave before he could get to know? It is his dad. I'm sorry, I forgot what I said. But I feel like it is, yeah. There aren't... Okay. They weren't close. Okay, they moved in. You guys moved in time. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, so I didn't know him as well. I feel like he's just saying, well, I feel like there's just a sadness that he's expressing, that there's like a sadness and loss there from your brother. But he feels bad for that, but I just feel like there wasn't a lot he could do, because I don't feel like you're, you know, it's just the way you guys moved. So, but also you got to become your own priority. I feel like he's also saying like that to you, like, you know, there's things like, I feel like there's things like with your brother that you can't, you know, that what I'm saying and what he's kind of feeling about it. But there's not, how do you package that and show and kind of express how he feels now to your brother? There's not anything he can do. He can just talk to you and tell you, right? And I feel like he's saying, you know, he's just telling you that there's some type of hole there in your brother. Not that you can fix that. I feel like, I mean, you have to be your own priority, but it's just that he's just expressing, I guess, just to understand. I know you and your brother are very close already, but I feel like it's just to understand, like, how he feels sometimes, you know? I don't know if there's was a sadness that you got to know, you know, because you're got to see him more. But it's just, I feel like there's just, you know, like, even if you were to bring up about your dad, I feel like there would be this energetic, like, change in him. You know, I feel like he would have been, maybe he, you know, like, not, I don't want to say jealous as much, but just, yeah. Last time you saw your dad was when he was 16. Yeah. Okay. But is it like you still had more time with him than, you know, even though it was very sporadic, I feel like, you know, than what your brother had, is what I'm saying. So I feel like he would have, I just think there's like this, what your dad's saying is just a sadness. So I feel like he, you know, he's just aware, like, how much he really wishes he had that. I feel like it's just, and there's the things in life that we all, like, wish we had more of, like, you know, like you see on TV, like, relationships with certain family members, like their mom or your dad or whatever, and it's like that pull of your heartstrings, like, why didn't I have that? It's like understanding that not everything is gonna be you know, all fall into place, you know. So yeah, it just feels so sad because I feel like, I know it's like that little boy that didn't get to be with him, and I feel like he does know. He knows how hard that is on, and there's only, you know, his love goes out to both of you of not being able to fill that hole for you guys, of that father that you feel like you needed or were deserved in a life, right? And it's like, I'm sorry I wasn't that. They saying, do know I love you, you know. He just wishes there was things that, you know, I think he had issues, let relationship issues get in the way of being with his kids, you know. Yeah, he knows how much you love him and how much you, yeah, he does. He does, definitely. He's like, oh yeah, he knows. So, I feel like he just allowed, you know, parts of his life to overcome what was really mattered, should have mattered more, you know? But that's how, you know, it was, not saying it was supposed to play out exactly like that, but it's just, you know, it wouldn't be who you are and how you treat your children and how, you know, it all goes. But that doesn't take away the hurt and the pain, you know. But he does, he loves you very much. He knows you love him too. And he was talking about chocolate, and you know those chocolates, I don't know what they're called, but I know they come in a chocolate, the kind that are like that triangle. Are those called, they start with a T, Trello? Or is that what it's called? A Trello bar? It's triangle. I don't know, but I feel like he's giving that to you for spirit, Heather. I don't know what that is though. What it's called. The Trello. So it's triangle chocolate, and it comes in a, it's a big long triangle, I think. I don't know. I mean, like how he showed me that was only time I've ever seen one was in a movie that I saw years ago with Keanu Reeves and that chick that's in Stranger Things now, who used to be in Heather's. he used to get your mom those. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. Well, he keeps giving. Yeah, that's it. Tomberlo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, I'll leave his love with you. Thank you, Trisha. I was like, yes, that's what it is. I've never had one, but yeah, it was in this movie. Keanu Reeves in it. I'll leave his love with you, Heather. And thank you for coming. I always appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Julia, you're next. I don't know. I don't know if Dawn will come, but I will leave her back on the list. I will. Let me just write Facebook quick and say something. I could say something in Facebook. Maybe. Oh, it says I'm live on there. No, I'm not. Not live on there. Okay. Pfft. Facebook lying. Oh, and his team won today. Yes, he did. He's probably very excited. I think he likes it that you watch it. Let's see. Oh, let me write this down. The I don't know what I'm gonna say. Sorry, the gremlins. Spirit Spirit wants to be no. Spirit wants to be concentrate. Only a TikTok. Oh, what ducks have I used? Okay, I've used this intuitive. So far I've used Intuitive Whispers I used with Heather. And oh, in the beginning I used Healing Spirits. Oh. These Healing Spirits. And then I used Healing the Inner Child. What do you want to use, Julia? And then also I used Trust Your Vibes. I like these. That's what I used before. That was with the Pray. I think that's the one I used with you, Aaron. Was the, does it have Pray on there, right? Yeah. So That was trust your vibes. I think that's all I used so far. Should we, I have this new, well, I've had this for a while. I haven't used it on live yet, but this one. Pocket Archetype Guidebook. I don't know. It's more of, I can do that one. I think maybe I have used this one. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Sorry, on... Facebook is acting up. We're just going to blame Facebook. We're blaming Facebook. Facebook is acting up. It's not my fault. All right. Post. No, I don't want to add all that stuff. Just post it. Just post it. This basically is their fault. Right. It is. It is. It's all your fault, Facebook. It's I forget his name now. That one guy, because he's like a lizard person, right? I mean, I didn't really say that. He's not. I don't think he is, but hi, Liz G, how you doing? Thank you. How many do I have? Oh, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, a lot. I'm doing good, Liz. Yeah, it is a great thing, yeah. Okay. All right, Julia. I have more in my, and these are just Oracle decks. I have more, I have like something underneath my couch that's under a couch thing that's just tarot. So, and then I have some that I still have to open up that I do on live sometimes. So there's that. And my husband doesn't come in here very often. I'm just kidding. He comes in, he's like, oh, look at all these decks. Yeah, I get it. I've been accumulating. Okay. The Castle. That's one of them. Oh, I'm going to pull another one. I like the rose. That's for you, Julia. Oh. I feel like that's more of the all-seeing eye thing. I think I like that. I don't know what it says. Caros. Caros? The all-seeing eye. I'll read these in a minute. I'm just kind of... Okay. And then, yeah. And then, oh, the dead end, which is very interesting. I feel like that's a lot of, like, scribbling. It looks like a lot of scribbling there. It's a hand, though. Alright, I'm gonna pull over. Even though it says dead end, I should stop pulling, but I'm not. And then, oh, the temple. So... Well, I feel like this is a lot of you doing your work, of just brainstorming and also like writing. I feel like just channeling, right? Sometimes. But then I also feel like the temple is just more of like the understanding, you going to your the higher source to get your information. And I also feel like the eye is more so of the protection around you. In the castle, I feel like that they're talking about your house and how it is more so like your inner sanctum, like your just where you hold all your energy. I do feel like so that's from that. I really don't know if you could that resonates with you, but I just feel like it's more like explaining your whole process, maybe more so, just like about how you feel. I do feel that rose, and I'm just drawn to this, the pearls and the rose more so. I don't, it's like a crown in there, I think. I just feel like you just feel better. Okay. Keeps the channeling safe. That makes sense. Okay. So the temple, like especially Apollo. Okay. And the all-seeing eye, protection. Just more apt not to want to do it outside. Do you have is it harder for you to do it like outside of where you normally do it? Do you go, because if you were to channel somewhere else, does it just feel not as like you're as connected? Yeah. So I feel like that's why they said the castle more so. And then, yeah, it's outside your altar space. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I felt like, especially because the way they had it all like kind of squared in, you know? I think they're expressing like that's where they're more apt to be able to protect you. And not saying like anything bad's gonna happen, but I think that's where why you know that innately. That's why it's harder for you to do it somewhere else. Also, it says nature communication, flower energies and fairy energies and elemental messengers. Feel like just being out. You know, getting signs from like different things that you see. Like I feel like, especially that the flower there, I think you're just feeling like not just flower. I mean, you know, every season has different depending on where you live because of you know, this changing of seasons. So you're gonna have different signs, but it's like follow. I feel like you normally have signs, but it's following those signs. Oh, you don't have seasons. Okay. Well, then that makes sense. But it's, you know, that makes sense why this doesn't even look like as much of a rose, but like it makes me think of those cactuses that have like the red. I mean, I think they put those on cactuses sometimes, like as fake flowers, but they do show up on cactuses in the wild, I believe. And when you see them, those red flowers, I know they put those on fake. Sometimes they fakely do that. It does look, yeah. Because they'll have like, it'll just be like, it won't be a lot of them, just be like a bud, right? I don't know. I don't know much about plants. I just kill my plants, so maybe I should live in a desert. So I kill cactuses too. Horrible. But yeah, it says life is beautiful, bright, beautiful. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. And I feel like just like, well, it's that whole idea. It's knowing that there's more, you know, it's not gonna last forever, which makes it even more beautiful, because there's a song that if we were vampires, and I love that song, and it's if we it makes me, I'm about to cry even saying this, but if we were vampires, all we would do is we could go out and smoke on the sidewalk and laugh at, you know, the mortals pretty much and their plans. But it's because we're mortal, we're able to go home every night look at each other and see that beauty in each other, because it's so fleeting, right? So I think it's knowing that, and you have that feeling, that I feel like that what really brings the beauty into life is if we all could just live forever, there would be, I mean, it would take a lot of effort to be present and to see the beauty in things, I think, too. Where I think even through this work and your work, right? I feel like you're reminded of that a lot, where I think a lot of people are able to push that down and not feel it. It's, yeah. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. And I feel like you're like, yeah, that's exactly. I feel like you actually are feeling like there is a course for you to center on. Then you're having more of an idea of it. It's coming clearer and clearer, more so than it had in the past. So I feel like you're starting to, I don't know, it's still in my lap. You're starting to actually feel like you're got it, like, well, almost like Heather, like there's a goal, you're starting to get towards that. Are you feeling that lately, Julia? Yes, more firmly, yeah. And they're just affirming that. Do you have like crystal? I have. Oh. Do you? I don't know, those beads that they had on that thing, on the castle thing. I have some of these, like Mala, whatever. I don't use them, but I should. But they have the 100. I think it's 108, right? And then you do that. Do you use something like that? I feel like there's some reason why they showed that. I don't know why, but then I wanted to show you that. So that's what I was drawn to. I don't know if you are working with like crystal, like beads more like that, or if they're showing like that would also, rein in other energies with those. Yeah, you have lots of crystal. Okay. Yeah. I feel like, working with those, I'm sure you have them, but, like working with them more closely to rein in some of I think sometimes it's following the, and I feel like they want me to say this is following what other people say for the energy of a crystal isn't always true. It's like you feeling it for yourself. I feel like, and asking the crystal, because it is like a living thing, and feeling it and asking, okay, what are you, not like you have to do it to all of them, but yeah. Okay, yeah. And asking, yeah, I would give you, like, that way you can have it. Because you can charge them that way, too, and that will help. I know, and you said that now, working better outside your space, that makes sense, because that's what, there's a guy that I used to follow, I still follow him, Richard Knight, and he talks about charging crystals that way. And then he would bring his own crystals out with him on the road, and then he would have them in his hand or his pocket or close by, and he would, nobody knew he had it in his hand, but he would have it, and he would put it kind of, you could feel, the heart space kind of, right? So yeah, that might help. But you can charge it with other things too, like your confidence or whatever. Yeah, or protection. Yeah, whatever you need. Okay. Thank you, Julia. I'll leave the love of spirit with you. Oh, okay. Use your familiar to change them. All right. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. Like mine is Edgar, my cat. So He's very in tuned. He saw me in the bathroom today, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't feel stressed, but he came in there and he's like, yeah, I think they just really know when you need. He'll bite me in the back of the leg when he wants me to move. Like, get going, you got stuff to do. All right, Caitlin, are you still here? Is Caitlin on here? Yeah, she was. Okay. She said she might not. Oh, yeah, that's right. She said she might not be on here. Okay, Justina. Let's leave Caitlin on because, yeah, we'll just move her and Dawn down. We'll cut them out. Yeah, they said they might not be able to. I think Dawn's not on. Hey, Justina. How you doing? Caitlin has a 9 because. Yeah, okay. I'll just take you off the list, Justina, because we're gonna give you one right now. Okay. Hello. Let's see. Let's do the Sisterhood Seers. We'll do that one. I was just like, I couldn't pick. You're doing good, I guess. Well, that's good. I know we always ask how people are doing. Yeah. Hi, Steva. Steva joined. Okay. Let's see what we got. Joy in the in-between. Okay, happy day. After Justina, I will let you know your spirit animal. All right. Joy in the in-between. Justina. So I think it's just sometimes it just feels like there's not, you have a lot of activity or things going on, and then it's just like being able to be present with the in-between too, and feel like it's see the beauty in that, and instead of being like, okay, what's next? Because sometimes it's not always have to do something, you know. It's like allowing yourself to have those lull moments and not have to fill them in, you know, and being comfortable with yourself with that. It can be hard, you know. Like the beauty of the, you know, yes, it is hard. Yeah. I feel like it's part of your journey to know that, and to sit with that feeling, and to allow it to pass too. Because you can't fill the void, you know, with stuff. It's got to be felt. Because it's not gonna solve anything, right? And it's just like, you know, yeah, I didn't want to mention it. I figured that's what they were indicating. It's in between that where you're not doing it and then you get anxious, right? It's like trying not to center on the feeling as much. Like if you're not doing it and then you are doing it. So I feel like it's in between where, you know, you're trying to go wean off, and all your thoughts are all on that, you know, and not, you can't sit with the feeling of it. And it's sometimes it's not, maybe it's time for you to go and get the extra help, because it's not something, I mean, there's courage to getting help, right? Maybe you can't all do it on your own. You know, it's gotten too much. Okay, yeah. So I think it's, I think you, at one point, you took yourself out of that situation, but then you put yourself in another one, right? Inadvertently. I thought that would be fine. So I feel like it's... Yeah. I feel like you got out of one and then went into this one. It was kind of like a... Good evening, V, baby. So I feel like it's having the courage, you know, stepping out of the routine of what's happening and seeking some help, even if it means the loss of some things, like, you know, not being able to live where you're living. You know, if you know, there's things that need to be like change, right? I don't know exactly, but all I'm feeling is like, even if the change is you can't, you're not going to have, like, you're going to have to go stay somewhere and you're going to lose where you're living. Does that make sense? So I feel like it's like something has to happen, and you can't keep everything. There's got to be like some type of, like, I know there's fear of that, but the thing is, you can't keep on going on like this, because accidents happen, and then you can't take them back, right? So it's I just don't know how to leave. Yeah, I just feel like there's what I'm feeling though is like, I don't know, and I don't know much about this, so all I'm feeling is like a halfway house. Like, is there a way to get to, like, be in a halfway house that is like a recovery program? I'm sure there, like, that's the town or city that you live in has something like that. Yeah, you don't want to be on the streets, but at the same time you want to get, like, there should be something out there that you can, like, put your crutch on, right? There, like, a halfway house or somewhere you could go. You talk to someone. You would think that there would, I don't know much about it, but there is, like, programs that available that to help you. I am feeling, I don't, and I'm sorry, I don't know those, but I mean, you'd have to call your city or your town, to see. Yeah, and the thing is, it's not, he's not worrying about, he's not worrying about your safety at times, or you. Why are you putting it on yourself to feel that for him? There's nothing you can do to help him. He's got to help himself. He's not going to help you. He's worried about himself. So it's you have to look out for your own. It's about your own safety and your own well-being in your own life. You can't. There is fear of leaving him. Yeah. It's the seer of healing. Rest, let it go, see it differently. So it's like looking at what you're doing is actually helping him by leaving, because if you stay there, you guys are both going to be stuck. You're not growing together. You're not healing together. You're just staying stuck in this together. So yeah, I mean, maybe in a different world, or I don't want to say a different world, but in a different time, it would be different for you two, but it's not. So it's knowing what it is now. You can't change yourself. Don't worry about changing him, you know? You got to worry about changing yourself. So it's like, if you the only person you can like control and have a say in is yourself. So it's going to that. And I feel like it's like, you don't want anything, there's so much that could go wrong, and so many times that I feel like it could have, that you understand that there's these accidents that could happen that haven't, but you got to do something that hasn't because something hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet. And you don't want to, I feel like there's so much more for your children. I know, that you want to, it's never too late is what I'm trying to say. It's never too late. And I feel like there's a thought of like, it's too late. I'm this now. It's like, no, don't let yourself go down that way. That is not the way it is. It's never too late. So I feel like it's I'll send you healing, Justina, but I feel like that whole sacred courage is going and finding, like, even if I would hope that, I know things are expensive and things, but I don't know if there's a way to get some type of help. There's that fierce positivity that, that you have that everything will be fine if I just go find this. I feel like there is, go find that help that is out there. I feel like there is. To get clean. I know. Yeah, it's hard because that's what your body's used to, and yeah. Even if, I don't know if, just, they keep on saying I feel like a halfway house, like going somewhere where you're safe and that you're, can clean. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't helping you then. It made you think like it was, but it's not. Yeah. And it's because like there's only so much that you can do to get to not feel, right? Like it's like you gotta, these things are gonna come up and you're gonna have to, feel it eventually, and it's not fun, but it's life, and through that you will, if we didn't have this low of this, you wouldn't feel the high of life, of understanding happiness and all, everything, which is sad, but there's a lot of trauma you've gone through that you haven't allowed yourself to feel, so it's gonna keep on building, and then eventually, but also, well, tolerance, but there's I feel like this is your friend in spirit, and you know who I'm talking about, the one that got shot, right? And he's saying you don't want to have something like that happen to you. Like, I feel like there's like so much that could happen with these drugs that, you know, that are happening, right? And you do not want to have given something that you don't, you know, that, you know, you don't want an accident to happen. And so everything will be okay. It's just like you gotta transcend past the fear of, well, I'm so used to this and this is my life and this, you know, to, you know, now you're so sick of it that you want to go out of it. So there might be a hard part of it where, you know, you're not living where you're living now because you can't live there, right? And I feel like he's just saying, you know, you're feeling this inside a lot because it's your intuition telling you, it's yelling at you. All right, this is enough. You know, we got to get over this. So, it's just going, okay, what am I holding on to when I do these things? What am I feeling? What am I, you know, that's the inner work that's going to happen. But for now, it's like just removing yourself from that situation and getting the help, because you are addicted. So you're going to need like help from other people, because, you know, just like when somebody's really depressed, they might not want medication, but that's the only thing that's going to allow them to then have the awareness, because it's so deeply ingrained and everything's going on. You need medication to kind of reset you. So like, that's what I'm feeling like. You have to go, not just remove yourself, but also reset yourself. And the only way to do that is to go seek help with somebody that can then, you know, I think they have drugs or whatever, so you're not going through these huge withdrawals or whatever, you know, and you can get the help you need, because I feel like at this point it's going to need to come to that, right? So I'm sorry, Justina, but it's not going to be fun or easy, but I feel like that's the time now, is to not think about that, but to think at the end of the finish line, how much better you're gonna feel, and how better your life will be, you know. Yeah, and an invitation to your life. That's what they're saying. This is an invitation to your life. It's in that envelope there, see it? And I feel like it's like, you know, you gotta go snatch it, because it's not where you are now. That's not how you're gonna get that. So I'll leave the love of spirit with you, and I feel like he's with you, and he really is just explaining, like, really, please, you know, you're seeing all and feeling that, because it's time. So all right, Justina, thank you for coming. I'll send the love of spirit with you. All right. Happy day. Thanks for coming, Justina. I'm sorry. Aw, thank you, Justina. Appreciate you too. Thank you. All right, happy day. I do have cards, messages from your spirit guides. So let's see what they say. But it made me think, I don't know why, I thought a penguin. But I don't know if it's just because of the Fight Club movie. It makes me think of the Fight Club movie, the way you asked about your spirit animal. What's my spirit animal? But yeah, I know everybody has spirit animals, but I feel like there's ones that you embody more sometimes. I feel like sometimes you do feel, I don't know why I want to say like a boar. like the not BOAR, the kind, just because you feel like very like you not, I want to say not headstrong, but you kind of just like when you want something, you kind of, it's good to just sometimes just go for it. And you know, like I think of boars, they just kind of like dig in and they just run and they, you know, with all their might. So I think of that. Mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to correct it. So that's, I got mountain goat, but I feel like it's more like there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. So there's that. So it is, I feel like if you are feeling there is that needing to correct something, it is buckling down and being that boar and going at it, right? Instead of, I think that the thing that needs to be, the thing that you've been thinking about is something that just is, it's not just going to happen. I don't know if this feels like more so like, seems like a relationship thing. Like I feel like it's like you're gonna have to go out there and kind of and do it, not as much allow it just to come to you. And then it said, Seagull, now is the time for deep emotional healing. I don't feel that emotional healing as much, but I feel like I do feel like a lot more of the like seeing things from a bigger perspective thing because of the seagull. It's like looking at what you're having that issue, what you're dealing with. Kind of don't look at it look at it from a higher perspective. Like not, don't look at, like when you're in the forest, you can't see the, you know, forest through the trees type thing. It's like, you know, don't look at the details. I feel like looking at it, look at the bigger picture. I do feel like there's like a male in spirit for you. Happy day. Is it a, it feels like a I just drop cards. Like a grandfather. But it definitely feel like there was like more of a looking up to him. And I don't feel like because I was gonna say like father, but I do feel like the reason why I feel like he's more like a father is because you looked up to him a lot. And I feel like that I feel like he showed you, I feel like there was a lot of him being able to show you how things worked more so. Like fix things. It makes me feel like something about the radio with him for some reason. And I feel like butterscotch pudding. This is random, I'm sorry. It looks like butterscotch. It's that color. Like a tan color? It's not tapioca, I don't think. But it's like a butterscotch. I don't know if you can take the radio part. I feel like he would have showed you how to like take apart something I feel like he's taking apart things, though. That's what I don't know if it's something that he showed you to do or if something around you right now, but I feel like there's taking apart of things and putting things together. So okay. Did he have like issues with like I feel like he had like a cancer. Would have been like a pancreatic cancer? I feel like it was I feel like it's more like I don't know where the pancreas is. But like right here more so. So that's why I was thinking like but it made me feel like it was like a fast but I feel like he was much older when I don't feel like he was very young when this happened though. I feel like he was much older when he had the cancer. And I want to say not much older, but like I would say 76. I don't know if I have the right cancer, but I feel like it was just like more of in a stomach area. You know, there's a lot there. So your uncle, okay. So okay. He had the pancreatic. Did that just happen? Like maybe that's why he's mentioning it? Yeah. I don't know. It was like your grandpa was like a jokester or something because like I was like feeling like about I was like he's like showing me a game and he was I feel like he's like goofing around. He's like, guess who? You know the guess who game when you had those like things that you would put the things down? I feel like he was just kind of goofing around, but anyway. Sorry. Okay. Like the guess who game, you know, where you had those flaps and you put them down, like I don't know, like does he have a mustache? It's funny. So I feel like he I don't know if there's like I don't know why he's showing me like it makes me think of Tinker Toys, like not Tinker Toys, the log cabin ones, the ones that you could make log cabins with, whatever. But I feel like he I feel like he was very like someone that you felt very comfortable around. I feel like you felt comfortable around your father too, but I feel like there was a different type of energy with your grandfather. Just feel more calm around him. I just feel like more understood and just more I feel like because he's saying because he was older he didn't have a lot more to worry about anymore, so you know when you but I feel like other people are just oh your Uncle Fred, okay, just were too busy. Everybody else was kind of more too busy or in their head more. I don't know if I felt like it would have been your grandpa, but if you can take that for your Uncle Fred, maybe that's who it is. But I don't know. I also see a cigar. So, I don't know if he smokes cigars. Makes me feel like, you know, like when people used to have cigars for like a baby, new baby or something. Um, like a congratulations. I feel like maybe he's saying congratulations for something. But I feel like he's also saying, because there are, yeah, I feel like he's also saying, you know, what this thing that you've been trying to figure out is just to get, they say here, to get a clear intention, to set a, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So I feel like it's just put that out into the universe. I feel like, you know, what you really are set to want and do. And then, I mean, it's not always like you put that out and then that happens. You gotta, you know, do the work. But I feel like they're saying do that and then you'll be able to move. But I feel like it's also just working that out as well. Because I do feel like you're still having to work out the intention, but it'll come. I feel like but you're gonna have to buckle down and do it more so like a boar. I don't know. All right, well, thank you, Happy Day. I'll leave your uncle, the love of your uncle. Usually I give a present from Spirit. Let's see if he has anything. Well, I just feel like, again, pudding. I don't know if he liked pudding. I don't know. It was like, yeah. Again, pudding. Okay. So, you're welcome, Happy. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. All right. Well, does anybody else want a reading? I don't know if anybody else is here, but otherwise I will sign off. Might just go on Facebook and see what's going on there, because I was supposed to be on Facebook, but ended up not being. Well, I'll do a quick collective reading if nobody's on, and then we'll call it a day. Call it a day. Let's see. I know I have in here. Okay, so we'll do one from the Faces of Ocean Oracle. Okay, let's see. Okay, I feel like it's just Ocean's tears. It says, I think I'm saying her name right. Grief, loss, heartbreak, and I feel like it's just expressing that, you know, it's okay to feel all that. It's part of life, and you know, grief doesn't have a timetable of when you're supposed to stop grieving or when you can grieve or not grieve. And it's just understanding that it's all just part of the human experience and everything. Oh, is Caitlin back? Caitlin, you're back. You're back. I was about to go off, but I can give you your reading now. I think I even still have you on the... Do I still have you on the list here? I did. I still had you on the list. You could be my last one. All right. Okay. I will put up the thing. It's funny. Okay. Caitlin. All right. Well, we get the we'll do the Oracle of Mermaids for Caitlin. We'll do the last one. Welcome. Okay. Let's see what I got. The mirror. Know thyself. Examination. I can't talk today. Seeing who you really are. So it's allowing yourself to, bring that awareness of yourself. I feel like there has been more of like self-reflecting of like when there's things that happen, you're like, I responded this way and it's probably because of this. It's not because, not saying you're blaming other things, but more of like understanding and awareness of like why you are responding the way you're responding. And and that comes healing, right? I mean, like once you start knowing how, things that are coming up, you're like feeling of those feelings, you're able then to work them through. And then it also had telepathy on that one. I feel like somebody in spirit, a person in spirit, it feels like a mother, but I feel like it is more of like it feels like a mother, but grandparents can feel like moms, right? It's like you could be with them and you could feel, oh, your dad, okay. What did he have no, like a maternal type, more of an instinct that more so than your mom did? You know what I mean? Like, was he more, not saying that's not trying to, but like, because like my dad was more of a mom than my mom was. He was more caring and more like emotionally understanding. And I feel like this person had that more emotional understanding, more so of like you could, when with the card is like more so of telepathy, being you could just be in their presence and they understand how you're feeling, right? I do feel a grandma though. Hi, Maddie. He was easier to talk to. Yeah. I do feel a grandmother. But I feel like they're related though. It was his mom. I feel like they're like a generational, like he was a more so like, it makes me feel, I don't know if you're Italian. Oh, okay. Is your grandma have dementia? Makes me feel like when the reason why I feel like there is like Italian is make me feel like there was some type of feeling of just culture, like for some reason. Not that you know of. Okay. Well, then it must be okay. It must be Caitlin, because sometimes I have people that have dementia or Alzheimer's. They'll be in and out, but of spirit, kind of. But sure, I can give you one before I go. So it must be your boyfriend's grandma. Oh, okay. So that's what. Okay, because when I was like talking about the Italian, it was made me feel like because I was trying to say like a culture thing. It made me feel like there was like a bond of culture in a way. So I don't know if that was something, like, um, made me feel like, how, like, well, Italians, they have all the, the food and the way they, their family system is, I don't know, you can kind of, is different, right? Um, okay. But I feel like it's just like something to do with that. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. So there is like yeah, it made me feel like the family system is different, um, culturally, you know. Um, but I feel like your dad was a hard worker. I feel like you would have been. It makes me feel like he worked like a really like strenuous job. I want to say factory, but not really. But it was just a lot of like a labor, um, and I feel like I feel like he didn't really allow himself to feel sick. And gets before he it's like it caught up with him before he could, like, he didn't really understand, like it just kept on like he wouldn't allow himself to feel sick, so then he starts like he's just kind of put off, like he just thought, he wouldn't allow himself. So I don't know, I feel like there's like it makes me feel like more so in his, yeah, little by little until it's too late, yeah. And then it was like he just put it off. But I feel like it's just, I don't know if it was like something in his like lung. If it makes me feel like it was like somewhere, I don't think it's in the back because there's no, but I feel like it was something like that just kind of just, you know, I don't know why I feel like it, like he's showing like there, like on my, it's hard. Oh, okay. So was it okay. So maybe it was just like, oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah. That makes sense. But I feel like he just didn't, pay attention to it. And there was just like, there was signs, or like he could have gone and gotten help, right? There's from the doctor, if like a stent was put in, or, I feel like, yeah, yeah. Um, I feel like he, well, it says like soul cage restriction. I feel like it was more like, he just, I feel like he felt like he needed to do all these things and he just wouldn't allow himself the the opportunity to, to breathe and escape and do what he needed to do for himself. He just worried about everybody else, like he wouldn't allow himself to get the help he needed. Yeah. So I don't know why, like first, Manuela, um and with the grandma, I feel like she is very much around you guys. I feel like it's been hard, um for the family, I want to say. I don't know. Because of the loss, I feel like she was a big part of the... I feel like everything seems kind of discombobulated after her death. Yeah, she was very important. Yeah. So she's just highlighting that. I just think there's a lot of more so confusion about who should do what. I think, like, even now, maybe it's holidays, maybe like, who should do this, what should we, who's gonna actually like have something. I feel like there's just, what I mean. I feel like there's just like there's no, like, there's not a lot of communication as it should be. So I feel like there's frustration about that. So not enough communication. Oh, and then yeah, so she pulled out this. There's a Yama. It's like I was trying to say before. Grandmother Ocean Primordial. It's just like, she's still around. I feel like she's still there. But it's just knowing that everybody's got to... I just feel like feel out their own way. It's like they depended on her too much sometimes to figure out, like to plan things or to see each other, and they gotta do that in their own way. So, all right, Caitlin, thank you for coming. I'll leave her love with you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a hard one to like decipher because it's like had two of them like very much so there. So, well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Tandika. I would say it like very, but you'll be my last one, Tandika. Thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. How you doing? Doing good? All right, let's see what we got. All right, comes up. Great, spiritually, what's going on? Let's see. Oh, all right. So something about sorting. I'm gonna have to pull another one. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like more of like... I don't know if that's spiritually. I feel like there's a lot to do with about your heart. There's something about... I feel like it's more heart chakra. Sure, I can tell you. This I feel like is more heart chakra, like sorting through like not like who's closer to your heart, but I feel like it's just who needs your heart space more at the time, I feel like you're feeling the energy of people and seeing... Oh, you did? Okay. I feel like you're feeling the energy of people more and seeing past what they're saying, but more of what they're feeling. Like, I feel like you're just able to see their inner child more. It's like you're able to look past it and go, okay, I can see where this energy in this person is coming from. I don't know. Like if somebody's reacting to something, you know, it's not because of the thing they're reacting to. It's more of a place of, you know, I'm not feeling seen, or I'm not feeling heard. You know, it's not as much of the actual what they're saying. You know, it's something else, like a deeper feeling. Showed Fairy Hill. Are you feeling like you're sensing more also energies around you? Just feeling spirit, just feeling the love of spirit. There are a lot of, I feel like there's like a channeled, yeah, energies around you. Yeah. Is there like a channeled writing that you decided to do? I feel like if you haven't, I feel like they're expressing that would be a good thing to do. Like a channeled writing, just allowing after meditation, just allow yourself to, like, you sit in power, you know, and allow, you know, the spirit, and then allow whatever comes to write it down. Yeah, that's interesting, because it's just like, and it's like a really fast, not even caring about what it looks like or what you're writing. You know, sometimes I can just whatever comes. I feel like when you're in meditation, you are feeling the spirit, and you are, like, especially the ones where, you know, you talk to them, you know, they talk to you, you know, in your head. I feel like you're having that feeling of, you know, not as much being, you know, able to go through trance and have it spoken, but you could do it. Yeah, you feel very safe. And I feel like you could do that with the writing, because then, you know, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's been well, it says stepmother, but is there something about a mirror that you've been doing more so, like the mirror you know, the scrying in the mirror, where you kind of look in a mirror, but you're not really, you kind of look in a mirror, like a darker mirror. It's like, no, okay, but there's ways of doing mirror work too. It's where you look in a mirror, but you're not looking like you're kind of just like, well, you could do that without a mirror, but it's not looking at yourself, but not allowing yourself to focus on something, but then you're kind of like looking behind you and not really focusing on what's behind you. And you kind of, some people can say that they see spirit that way too. I think for me, it's more of just my mind's eye. Like if I'm looking off of here, I'm not even concentrating on what's there, because I have a candle and I have other things, but it's more of, oh, okay, you do have, that's where you meditate probably. Yeah. Like I you know, some people close their eyes and will, you know, be able to do it better, but I mean, I'm just able to like see in my mind's eye, you know, without really focusing on anything. I think it's yeah, you close your eyes. Yeah, well, you can do it, you know, it all depends on what you want to do. But you can, you know, there's most meditations close your eyes, but I'm saying, like, yeah, when you're wanting to not, I guess I'm talking about what I'm doing now, but yeah. Some meditations do have your eyes open, and they'll have you like do breathing and not centering your eyes and doing that too. So there are some like that. Yeah. Well, that's normal. You can, you know, and it's all different for different, you know. And again, green, The same green lady. The enchanted forest, and I feel like it's just your guides, because when you are with nature, you feel more connected to spirit, especially in forests. But it's a green again. I feel like it's that just what, having your heart chakra open really does bring in spirit faster, the grounding and the heart chakra. So I feel like it's all good stuff. It's just gonna eventually. Yeah, I see trees first. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's just working with it, and it's a muscle, just like anything, and it's gonna keep on getting better and better, right? It's the intuition and things coming, so it's just working that muscle. You can always start like doing some type of things where you ask, it's harder to do that with your kids unless you really don't know what it's from. But like if you get a necklace from somebody and you hold it, and then you can, be like, all right, now don't tell me where you got this from. Let me feel. And then you can like do the, be like, oh, I feel like you got this from blah, 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 It's a fun exercise to do, stuff like that. Yeah, all good. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. It's exciting. Well, good for you. It does feel good to meditate. I feel like it. You ever feel anxious or something, it's always good to sit and do it for at least 10 minutes. Okay. Well, thank you, Tanika, for coming. I'm excited for you. It's always fun. And you just feel that love from spirit and safeness, and it's good. Really, yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone for wandering with me tonight. And may what you received follow you gently into the week. So I'll see you guys soon. So wander gently, and I'll see you soon. All right. Wander soon. All right. See you guys.